Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jermaine Washington. This is Public Speaking Online. This will be my final podcast for week 4.
The discussion for the week is me.
A self-reflective podcast where I'll be reflecting over myself over the last 4 weeks, discussing my trials and tribulation with this course. Well, we have well over 18 questions to answer in a very brief time to take over everything. So I'm going to start with question 1. What was my feelings about public speaking for the month when I first started off? I was a tad bit nervous because I'm not really fond with public speaking. This is probably my first public class, taking public speaking in the first month. The first week was kind of hard for me getting over it, like now stumbling across my words and being comfortable with being able to express my feelings and talk to the camera and talk to you guys and express what I want to say. Get my point across. Question 2. Have I took public speaking classes before prior to this one? No. Question 3. Am I usually comfortable with my communication skills? Or as I use the word usually, I usually am comfortable with my communication skills, but this month was kind of rocky for me. I guess being public speaking and speaking out to the public is different than communicating on a one-on-one basis. Question 4. Do I have any experiences performing? No. Question 5. What were my delivery challenges during week 1, 2, 3, 4? Did my delivery improve? Well, that's a relatively long question because with week 1 on self-reflective was pretty hard for me because I had to open up and really explain who I was and tell the people will pick the best description to describe myself, which is relatively hard. I'd rather somebody else describe me, but you would hate to name all your strength without naming all your weaknesses and vice versa. Week 2, I really liked the week 2 on TED Talks. I learned a lot. It was a real good learning experience. For week 3, the review was so-so. I liked the review because I like talking about things of my interest. I picked a ninja movie and I really liked ninjutsu, so it was pretty cool for me. And week 4, reviewing the media, reviewing the artists was pretty cool too because, like I said, you get to review things that of your interest, or things that you have things to talk about, things that you can talk about and relate to others with. Well, question 6, what did I learn about visual presentation? Well, I learned visual is very important. I mean, very, very important because it actually lets you paint a picture into the prospector's mind so they can get a better perspective of what you're painting for them. So I feel like visuals are very important. Visuals before this class, I don't even believe I used visuals before this class, but now after taking this class, I definitely make sure that I use more visuals so that people can actually see the picture that I'm describing to them more clearly. Question 7, was I nervous during any of the presentations? Extremely nervous through all the presentation. How did the audience respond to my presentation? I'm not really sure how the audience responded to my presentation, but I hope they all enjoyed it. Question number 9, what kind of feedback did I offer my classmates? I offered written feedback to my classmates, and I hope all deemed beneficial, being I used constructive criticism. Anytime I did criticize, it would be in a constructive manner, hoping that they would benefit from it. Did I spend time practicing my speech? I did spend time practicing my speech, but probably not as much time as I should. Did I have any delivery or technology errors through any of my presentation? Actually, I did have a technology error. Through one of my presentations, I had problems uploading. Which speech did I enjoy doing the most? Well, I actually liked the TED Talks the most because I learned the most from that. But my most funnest podcast was actually doing my reviews on The Producer because I got to pick a producer that I was interested in, actually Dude's work that I knew about, was more familiar about. So I probably had to go with my self-reflective for week 1. It was the one that I least liked it because it was really hard for me to actually pull out words to describe myself and really use the words that I really wanted to describe, or real descriptive words that best fit my character. For question 13 and 14 with the talkers, I believe I learned the same thing for all of them, that it's multiple styles that you can use in public speaking, and every individual is going to have their own style when speaking. Some people use a kind of more jokey or more down-to-earth style and use stories where people can actually feel comfortable while listening. Some people use a more serious, straight down to business style. I mean, there's multiple styles running, so I feel like I learned the same thing from all 4 speakers, that there are multiple paths you can use, but all will get to the same route if you choose the right words in describing what you're saying. What was my biggest delivery challenge? I feel like my biggest delivery challenge was actually delivering, actually pulling it out me, and actually having the courage or bravery just to stand up here and actually deliver. Question 16, I feel like my biggest strength in presentation, my biggest strength would have to be my communication. I actually like communicating, I actually like talking to people and relaying my stories and telling people how I feel about things. So that probably had to be my biggest strength, enjoying talking to the people. Question 17, how would I rate myself this month? I would have to say at a 0 to 5 scale, I would probably rate myself a 3, being that I should have took more time and actually executed a lot more practice on my speeches or whatnot, but I do feel comfortable with me and my communication skill. And lastly, what you all been waiting for, question 18, what do I feel about presentation after my experience this month? I actually feel comfortable, and I'm really happy that I expressed it. I went through these experiences, actually getting over, talking and voicing myself out to the people, and learning more about myself and how I speak, and actually seeing my videos and studying myself and studying my speech patterns and how I talk. So I feel more motivated and more inspired now that I went through these experiences, and hoping to learn a lot more in public speaking. Thank you. My name is Jermaine Washington, and these are my reviews on myself. Thank you. Have a blessed day.